Hello everybody, it's Zack4 for the weekly update. A few things today. First of all, this past couple weeks sucked. If you watched my last update, which was like 3 minutes long or something, I was really tired. I was in a lot of pain, and yeah. So fun times happened this week. We'll start with the bad stuff, and we'll move on to the good. We'll try to finish off on a better note. But first of all, I'm in a lot of pain. We talked about this in the past, but I'm getting side effects of immunotherapy that I took 2 years ago. And yeah, I'm kind of in disbelief still that that's something that can happen, but the doctors said that it's kind of normal, and that kind of sucks. But that does mean that there's not something else wrong with me. So it's a mixed bag. But it's pain. It's very painful. It's very hard to describe what like immunotherapy type nerve pain is because having had a lot of different types of pain in my life, it's unlike any other I've ever experienced. To the point where I can't actually tolerate. I have a very high tolerance for pain. I'm not trying to boast here. I've lived through an incredible amount of physical pain. Nerve pain is something that I can't tolerate, and it's bad. It's not like I've had broken bones. I've been cut. I've been bruised. I've been burned. I've had surgeries and needles in uncomfortable places and tubes and all sorts of everything else. None of that pain feels like the nerve pain where it's just pure pain. It's not like a dull pain or a sharp pain or anything. It's just pain. And it doesn't go away depending on how you move or sit or most medication. It's just pain. That being said, I think we might have talked about this last week, the week before. I was supposed to get Lyrica, which is a nerve blocker. That's the only thing that helps with this type of stuff, is just to turn the nerves off. So the insurance company was giving us a run for our money on that, but finally I got it. So I started it last week. It's going to take a little while to get started. So I've been on the full dose for like 3 or 4 days now. Maybe it's helping so far, but again, it takes a little while. Like you have to build up to the full dose and then take it for a little while, and it goes. So we'll see how that goes. But it's been really bad. I spent the past 2 weeks in my bed. Like I've barely been able to sit in my chair here. Like I don't do much normally. I sit in my chair and I record videos or I draw. Sometimes I go for a walk when it's nice weather. This past week I couldn't even drive. I was just completely out of it. I was stumbling around whenever I was walking. And like it's taking up all of my physical and mental energy. So like I could barely do anything. I had to cancel the Tuesday stream, and I'm sorry that I keep doing that. We will come back to Vesperia eventually. I promise. I didn't forget about it. But it's been bad. I'm not even gonna make an "it's been" joke. That's how bad it is. So yeah, this past week was just bad. Also, to compound that, I need dental work. For those who've been around for a while, my teeth are bad. They've, no matter how much care I give them, they just get worse and worse. So like I currently have like 4 or 5 fake teeth in my mouth. The results of really deep root canals. So I'm pretty sure I'm headed for another one. That would make the 3rd tooth in a row on that side. Yeah, the 3rd tooth in a row on that side that would need a root canal. So I think I'm going tomorrow to the dentist for them to give me a referral for the root canal. It's a possibility that it's just a cavity that needs to be filled, but I know pain. We talked about this just a minute ago, if you recall. I know pain, and this is not the pain of a of a cavity. This is the pain of a root canal. Yeah, so that's been hurting a lot. But yeah, so I just have not been sleeping. I have not been functioning. Like the nerve pain focuses in my hands, my back, and my feet. So like I can't walk, I can't draw or hold a controller, and I can't sit up because it hurts. So like it's been terrible, absolutely terrible. But I'm hoping that the Lyrica is gonna start doing significant help. Also, the weather has been like rainy and everything, and just due to pre-existing conditions that I have, I am very susceptible to changes in pressure, barometric pressure. So whenever the rain starts going, all my joints start massively hurting. And that's what I also take Celebrex as like a general pain medication, but man, it's bad. It's like it's raining right now, and I got out of bed at like 11:30. I also stayed up till 5 playing Ultra Despair Girls, but that has nothing to do with it, and you can't convince me otherwise. I'm not going to talk about that game because there are people who watch these videos that don't want to be spoiled or have not played it yet, but it exists and it's a video game. Spoiler, it exists. But anyway, so in addition to that, last week's, for those of you who watched Final Fantasy X, last week the capture card started going crazy. It seems to do that every April. I did that last year also when I was starting up, actually around the same point in Wind Waker, like the episodes like 16 through 18. That's when Wind Waker started going crazy too. It's a conspiracy. But so I'm not recording any more Final Fantasy X until I'm sure that it's settled, because I screwed up 2 or 3 videos already. I recorded the next one, which was supposed to go up on Friday, and that was just horrible. I'm not doing it again. I'm not like doing what I did for the other 2 episodes where I record like the important scenes and then patch the rest together, because honestly that's just, it's shoddy. It's unprofessional, and I hate like re-recording videos. Like if there's 2 things I really dislike with my videos. One is when I lose my commentary or whatever, and I have to do post commentary. I hate doing post commentary, not because it's like tough to do. It's relatively easy, but it feels so disingenuous to me in my style of commentary, like, because I remember everything I said before, so like, you know, I know all the jokes already. It doesn't seem spontaneous, and it just feels like forced. It feels completely forced. So there's one thing I don't like more than post commentary. It's re-recording an episode entirely, because not only does the commentary feel forced, but like then, you know, with the gameplay, since I just did it, you know, I just kind of skip through stuff, and then I realize, oh, they're not seeing it for the second time, only I am. And it's, you know, then I feel terrible about the whole thing. But I'm choosing to do it this time, because it's just gotten really bad. It's just gotten really bad. So that being, and for some reason I recorded the lousy episodes of Final Fantasy X. I recorded 2 perfect Katamari videos, and then another 2 lousy episodes of Final Fantasy X. So for some reason the settings for the Switch are completely normal, which obviously means that I have to buy Final Fantasy X on the Switch and record it from there, which I would do if they had trophies. I would actually buy a copy, play all the way up to where I am now, and record it on the Switch if they had the trophies so that I could like mark my progress. That's the main reason why I'm playing on the PlayStation version. Just because the trophies are like a progress marker of completion's sake. And to remind me if I've missed anything else. Like, oh, I didn't get the trophy for this. What am I not doing? Oh, right. Also the fact that it has cross-play for the PlayStation 3 and Vita. But yeah, I would be playing on the Switch since for whatever reason it likes recording there. But yeah, I sent in a thing to Elgato support. They sent it up to their higher-ups. Now we're working on stuff until I'm sure that nothing is going to screw up anymore. Videos are on hold. I don't even want to chance Katamari because that is like if I screw up an episode of Katamari, it's going to enrage me so much. I know in advance it's going to enrage me so much that I'm just going to collapse. And you're like, Dovey, it's just a video game. We've talked about it. If you've watched the Katamari series, I've talked about how much that means to me. I am not going to screw up an episode of Katamari, and that's that. I'd rather just not have videos go up. And I apologize deeply for that. In the meantime, I'm going to put up VODs of Ocarina of Time Randomizer and maybe Tales of Vesperia. And I'm going to do my best to work on this, I promise. It's just been really hard to focus all of that and work on art commissions and also feel incredible pain in my hands. Last week was stress. The week before that was stress. The week before that was stress. And I've been having a really rough time of it. So I don't want to half-ass anything that I'm doing here. I just need to get it right. But that will take time. So I apologize immensely that we're taking another break on this because we already missed a few episodes a couple weeks ago for Passover. So that's that. On to better news. This past Friday, Hat in Time released a new DLC, Yakuza Metro. So on Tuesday, I'm sorry, Vesperia. On Tuesday, we're going back to Hat in Time. I think I still want to do an 8 p.m. stream because as we start getting closer to 9, I start getting more tired. As the day goes on, I'm definitely going to be worn out. I would like to still do an 8 p.m. stream for Tuesday, but we're going back to Hat in Time, which, if you were there for the original Hat in Time streams, it was so fun. I'm so excited to do this. Like, when they announced it, I'm like, yes! I missed that game. It's so good. I love it. So we're going back to Hat in Time. Tuesday should be another Ocarina of Time. We made a lot of progress in the last stream. We also spent like 2 hours on trying to figure out how to get rid of dead zones and it didn't work. But it was a stream. It was a stream. But we should be able to make a lot of progress on on Wednesday for Ocarina of Time. So at least look forward to the streams. Please at least look forward to the streams. As for other things, there was the Runaway Guys Coliseum ended last Monday. And technically, like Tuesday, they did like a bonus stream. I think it was Tuesday, maybe. But there was they raised like $180 something thousand, $186,000 by the end. So congrats to them. That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. It was a good time. I really needed that marathon. Just like last year, it gave me a smile, and we talked about why I needed that smile. For other things, there was a PlayStation Direct, State of Play, which I love the pun in the name, State of Play, where they talked about a few games, but then they ended off with a teaser for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It exists, guys! It actually exists! They showed off new footage and gameplay also, and it looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It looks like it's going to be Kingdom Hearts style battle, like fighting gameplay, but you have multiple characters in your party. And I'm perfectly fine with that because Crisis Core was good. I really like Crisis Core, and I'm liking it more as the years go on from playing it. And I so hope that they incorporate Crisis Core into this because it hasn't been re-released ever. It's just been on PSP, not even on the PSN store. Like, come on, come on. But yeah, there's good times there. So I'm really excited. Everything looks so good. Like, all the characters look good, and Cloud is adorable, and Eris is adorable, and Barrett is adorable, and they showed Jesse and Biggs. Biggs looks like Chris Redfield. So it's just really nice. I'm excited. I'm very excited for that. I was freaking out on Twitter. Let's see what else. I drew a few things this past week, mostly related to the Coliseum. I drew a marina that was okay on Friday. I just needed to draw something. I'm working on Patreon stuff. I've gotten a few of the people in. I also got prints from the past month or so. We got the Zack Professor Oak that I drew. This was a Dark Magician Girl Proton John based on a stream. This was a commission that Zack had me do of Precipice, Tycho, and Zack fighting squid, getting bitten by sharks. It was a lot of work. RC the Espeon, and Moses parting the sea with Yu-Gi-Oh! Talked about this also. This is the thing that I drew for Masai. I'm not gonna say we talked about this also. I'm not gonna say where it's from, but I'm laughing at it. I love it. Jade from Dragon Quest 11, and that's Yuffie that I made. Easier to see with less. I mean, not really less glare, but maybe you can focus. Come on, it's a face. Focus. No, you don't want to focus. Okay. Well, anyway, I really like how it came out. I got a bigger one also, and I put it up on the wall. There, with all my other drawings and stuff. So yeah, those are arts. Hopefully this week I'll have more stuff, but since I'm not recording, I should be able to draw just because during the day it's either one or the other before my hands start like really hurting from the nerve pain. So we'll see. We also talked about this little guy. I got him from Kite Prio. He's got a hat. He's adorable. He's blue. He still doesn't have a name yet. Some of the other stuffed animals have started calling him Russell. I don't think he really looks like a Russell. But we haven't decided yet. Sometimes these guys take a little while to get named, but that's okay. You can get a name in the end. I also played with a little 11-week-old baby bunny yesterday. It was on my lap and it was licking my hands. It was jumping all over me. It was adorable, absolutely adorable. And we got a harness for it, so I'm gonna walk it. Anything else exciting happened this week? Anything else exciting happened this week? He says no. Happy Mother's Day. And yeah, here's to pain medication hopefully working. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you very much for just being there, hanging in there, not dropping series like hot potatoes if they take little breaks, because it's a lot of people do that, and it's appreciated for those who don't. Yeah, and hopefully, like, I'll get this sorted out, like the Elgato stuff sorted out before tomorrow's like video upload time, so there won't even be any more breaks in the videos. But I doubt that's gonna be like before Thursday if they find a fix. Because, spoiler alert, Elgato hasn't found a fix in the past. The last time this happened, I had to reset my entire PC, like refresh the operating system, and then reinstall everything. So, it's gonna be fun. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.